Okay, first thing when you see an angle question, they want BGE, you have to shade it. Okay, so ABCD is a trapezium. So you do a pair of parallel lines. Then they say that ABGE is a rhombus. That means all these are equal. And this is an isosceles triangle. This is another isosceles triangle. So to find this is straightforward. Okay, not forgetting that these are all parallel lines as well. Okay, and this one is parallel to this. Okay, so back to this. So knowing that this one is an isosceles triangle, to find this is actually taking 180 minus of 58 over here and minus of 58 over here. Okay, because these two angles are the same, which is equal to 64, and that's done for part A. Now, what about part B? They want DAF. Okay, DAF, which is over here. Okay, for the fact that this is a right angle and this is a trapezium, so this is parallel, that means this is also 90 degree. And for the fact that this is a rhombus, whatever you have here is equals to here, this 64. Okay, so that's why it's very important to know the properties of the angles. So for the actual B answer will be 90 degree minus all 64, 90 minus off this one, minus all this one, to give you 26 degrees. And that's the answer for B. Okay, now for the last one, they are asking for angle DBC. So where's DBC? Which is over here. Okay, and you can see that for the fact that it's consolidating over here, that means if we can find this angle and minus all this angle and minus all this angle, we'll be able to get this angle. Okay, and for the fact that it's rhombus, actually it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so this angle alone, because this is a parallel line, this is a pair of parallel lines. Okay, and these two angles add up to 180. Okay, so this big arc is 180 minus of 64. Okay, and there is a total of 116. Okay, so now since we have the whole angle, we just need to find this angle. Okay, so how do we find this angle? Okay, so this angle is actually, okay, let me see. Okay, since we have so many angles, we just take this triangle. Can you see this triangle? All right. Okay, so a bit cramped here. That's why for angles, kids need to stay calm and need to process. Okay, I scroll down a bit. Okay, so this angle is actually 180 minus of here, which is 90 minus of 43. And the reason why we know that we want to minus 43 is because actually if you look at the part A, B, and so far for C, we haven't used 43 yet. So we know that we must use 43 since it's actually given and it's like appears out of nowhere. And this is 47. Okay, so in short, to find the answer that we want is just 116 minus of 47, which is here, and minus of 48, which is here. Okay, and your answer is 11 degrees. Right? Okay, so in short, make sure that whatever they give you, you must use it.